taken a decision. Indeed, you took the decision, it seems, many months ago while he was still on the campaign trail to antagonize him and take him on as much as you can. And insofar as you are, an extraordinarily powerful voice in Mexico, a former president, do you think that was wise?
Well, we have three issues that have to do with Mexico and United States relationship. Start with the wall. He can build as many walls as he wants. He can enclose that leading nation behind four walls because of fear and because of his crazy ideas. But what he will never, ever attain is Mexico paying for the wall. That's a different thing. That has to do with sovereignty. That has to do with dignity. That has to do with pride. So President Enrique Peña has stated very clear on the name of 120 million Mexicans, we are not paying for that stupid wall that you want to build. Build it if you want with the U.S. taxpayers' money. That's the only source of money he might get. He is not even sure that he will get because many Republicans do not agree with him. Many state governors do not agree with him because all of them live out of the trading that we have through NAFTA, Mexico and United States. So it's a
let me stop you right there, Mr. Fox. It's a very powerful statement that you have just made, but there are all sorts of different ways to make Mexico pay. Now, Donald Trump obviously has to get the wall built with congressional funds, but in the end, he's going to put tariffs on your imports into the United States. He says 20% maybe. He's going to charge you more to send your remittances back home. He's going to find all sorts of different ways to make the Mexican people pay for his wall.
Let me tell you, every action has a reaction. If he taxes imports to United States coming from Mexico, we will tax exports of United States to Mexico. As you know, we have an even situation on trading. We sell every year to United States close to $300 billion worth of goods and products. And they sell to Mexico almost the equivalent amount. So nobody will win on a trade war. Everybody will lose, starting with the U.S. consumer that will have to pay 20% more for the car he's buying, 20% more for the guacamole that he's buying, 20% more for the tequila that he's buying.
Well, you know so what? I dare say Americans can probably live with a little less guacamole and a little less tequila. But the fact is, your economy is per capita more dependent on your trading relationship with the United States than the United States is on you. So when it comes down to that raw thing about leverage, the U.S. has the leverage, you don't.
Yeah, you're right. We all lose. But look at this. We have a trade agreement with Europe. We have a trade agreement with Britain included on the European Union. If Britain gets out, still we can put together a trade agreement. And let me tell you, European Union market is 500 million people. U.S. market is 300 million people. The gross product of the European Union altogether is larger than the gross product of United States. So we just have to look to our side. We have a trade agreement with Asia. We have trade agreements with Latin America. So Mexico is the economy that has more trade agreements than anybody else. We don't want to lose our market in United States. But if this crazy, dumb guy, Trump, is going to go ahead with his own personal will, not the will of U.S. citizens, he is going to sacrifice workers in jobs in United States. He's going to sacrifice pay and income of U.S. citizens. Yeah. It's stupid, his proposal, and I hope the American people will wake up